These are the games that mean everything to a city.
We have to win the derby.
These are the games that are about more than just football.
This is a special derby.
These are derby days.
And you must win it.
This time I'm in the Ruhr Valley for one of Europe's most intense derbies between two of the world's best supported clubs. It's Dortmund, it's Schalke, it's the revered derby.
Dortmund against Schalke is the biggest derby and everybody in Germany is interested in this derby.
You have to win this game.
It's a must.
I'm almost shaking already.
Already a week ago, everybody's just talking about the derby.
It's just pure hate, anger.
And this is real football.
Despite both clubs not being from the biggest of cities, they both draw huge crowds, with Schalke's 60,000 Veltins Arena and Borussia Dortmund's 80,000 Signal Iduna Park selling out for every home game.
Well, both Schalke and Dortmund are incredibly well supported. They always sell out.
Every week is full. Every match.
If they had 200,000 people stadium, it would be full as well.
Diese Atmosphäre gibt es weltweit nirgendwo.
Dieses Gefühl kann man nicht beschreiben, das muss man mal erlebt haben.
Yeah, Südtribüne, it's unrivaled here in Germany and possibly even in Europe because it's the biggest standing tribune with 25,000 and for every week it's sold out.
It has as many fans on the Südtribüne as Leverkusen Stadium all together.
Even if we lose, we support our team till the end.
The constant noise, the constant jumping up and down.
It's just massive. And if you stand there, it's just really this feeling of unity. It's just great.
What is it about these clubs that inspires such devotion? And what is it about the Ruhr Valley that makes it such a hotbed for football?
So look around. Gelsenkirchen is not a beautiful city, and we have a beautiful football club. And this is the highlight of our town. When Schalke not here in Gelsenkirchen is dead.
Yeah, we have nothing but football basically. It's all about football here in this town.
It's all about football basically, everyone who lives here.
A lot of people live for Schalke and going to Schalke, of course.
You won't find anybody here in this city that doesn't say I'm a BVB supporter, so it means everything to us.
It's not like Bayern Munich or like Real Madrid. They play nice football. It looks good, they have Ronaldo or something else, but here is the real football. And with passion and love.
We have no big statue, no cathedral or whatever that will attract people, but our football attracts people from all over the world.
In the 1980s, the Ruhr Valley really suffered as the region's industry went into decline. But as we saw in Liverpool, during times of economic crisis, football clubs can help restore pride and hope to an area and its people.
After that industry was gone, I think there was a problem with a high rate of unemployment, and I think the football has kind of become an essential part of everyone's life.
When the mind's closed, people look for something else to give them strength, to give them a sense of belonging, a sense of identity, and the clubs fill that void.
The people are very proud about the history, about the coal mining and about the football club Schalke 04, of course.
Everybody knows Schalke. Schalke in Germany or all over the world, Schalke, everybody knows it. But nobody knows Gelsenkirchen.
I mean, you wouldn't know about the existence of Dortmund if there was no Borussia Dortmund and if there was no 80,000 capacity crowd every 2 weeks here.
The club represents the city.
Yeah.
It's true. That's the biggest thing we got in Gelsenkirchen.
Borussia Dortmund, der Imageträger überhaupt für die Stadt Dortmund ist. Durch Borussia Dortmund ist die Stadt weltweit bekannt geworden, egal wo man hinfährt, in welches Land. Alle kennen Borussia Dortmund, vor allen Dingen kennen sie natürlich die Farben Schwarz und Gelb.
Aber wenn man dann auch so ins Ausland geht und wenn die Fans dann, oder wenn man sagt, ja, ich komme aus Dortmund und dann, Borussia, kann jeder was mit anfangen. Ja, deshalb bin ich auch als Gebürtiger extrem stolz, wenn wir so in Europa wahrgenommen werden.
You used to be very proud of working in your particular coal mine. You used to be very proud of your comrades. The clubs filled that tremendous void. They filled the need to belong, to have a sense of identity, a sense of loyalty that perhaps you used to share with those who were working with you.
To gain your self-confidence, like from that feeling as one through that team.
It seems to me that the only real explanation for the intensity of this derby is the intensity with which the fans revere their own clubs.
There isn't really any sort of overarching reason for the rivalry.
There's no reason why, but today we hate them.
When it's through your club that you express the pride in your city, it stands to reason that you're going to hate the other team down the road.
We had a banner once displayed at Gelsenkirchen, and that says it best. It said, ein Gefühl tiefer als Hass, which means feeling deeper than hate.
Hate is not good.
No, okay. So what is the feeling?
But near. Not hate, but near. We don't like.
It's normal to say in Gelsenkirchen not the name Dortmund.
So it is true that you don't mention their name in this
No,
city?
never.
Gelsenkirchen, what's that? Ich weiß nicht, was das ist. Wie war das? Gelsenkirchen?
What? Who?
Yeah,
I don't know the word you said.
Yeah, no, you told me this. You don't say the word.
Hey, you mean the small village nearby Lüdenscheid?
That's an old tradition. Schalke is speaking about Lüdenscheid when they're talking about Dortmund, and normally we are talking about Herne West.
Always says Lüdenscheid North. Lüdenscheid is a city in the south from Dortmund, about I think 60 or 70 kilometers, and so we told them Lüdenscheid North.
Herne is a smaller city, very close to Schalke. But normally Dortmunder don't say Schalke or Gelsenkirchen, they are speaking from Herne West.
There is a lot of hateful in these matches.
No way you can wear the blue shirt in Dortmund without getting shouted at or possibly even beaten up.
Wenn man dort reinkommt, man spürt fast eine Elektrizität in der Luft. Es ist eine unheimliche Anspannung.
There was a guy cycling past me wearing a Dortmund shirt. My wife immediately knew what it was, locks the car windows, so I can't get out the window to give him convivial and humble greetings as we passed, you know, despite my begging her to drive him off the road.
Also das lassen unsere Fans uns schon deutlich spüren, dass der Derby-Sieg wahrscheinlich fast schon über einer Meisterschaft steht.
Travelling through both areas, it really becomes evident of just how integrated both clubs are within these communities. I mean, iconography of both team logos is everywhere. It's on the pubs, it's on people's shirts, it's all over public transport. The ownership model in Germany, with fans holding a majority stake in their club, only adds to this feeling of connectedness.
Schalke is a member-owned club. There are no Abramovich or investors. The club is our club.
Wir kommunizieren einfach viel mit unseren Fans und sprechen mit unseren Fans. Wir gehen auf unsere Fans ein.
They have public training sessions once a week or something. So everyone, the clubs and the fans get really close here.
They have always an ear to the fans. So if you say the cards, the tickets are too expensive, they talk with you about the prices. Last year we talked about the prices. This year we will talk about the prizes, and when something went wrong, we talk about it. That's no problem. One email, one call, and someone from the club comes to you and speak to you.
We so far did not put the money above everything. So the football is still recognized as culture, as an essential part of everyone's life. And if you make the ticket prices too high, then you will not have the same people there going to the stadium than you had before.
In the end, it's still the members of the club taking the decisions, or at least voting for the people that take the decisions. And I think it would never work the same as in England, for example, that just a club gets sold and now you're the Tigers and you have different colors or whatever, or you're the Dons now or something like that. It just wouldn't work. They would burn the house down. it would end in rebellion.
We are the only country where you can stand on the stands. You can drink beer inside.
You go to a game in England, you've got to sit down, you've got to behave, you can't swear, you can't have a drink.
You can go to standing grounds for around about 10, 12 pounds. So younger people can go to the stadium.
And I've seen that, for example, in the Emirates Stadium when we were there at Arsenal, people were not singing and there was no atmosphere. Like everyone is sitting, and only when they scored a goal, then there was a bit of applause, but that was it.
It's a different feeling. I mean, you don't go to a company as a customer, but you're part of the club and you actually can take part in decision making, and you can put some effort in and make a difference for the club as well. So that's really important to us.
I think it doesn't depend on souvenirs or so on, or merchandising. It's more from the heart.
And that's the feeling.
Whilst the passion this derby brings out is incredible, sometimes with a rivalry this intense, that passion can turn into something a little more serious.
Unfortunately, it has turned a bit more violent in the last couple of years, I think 2 years.
There was a riot last derby.
All the Dortmund ultras had a terribly stupid plan, and everybody was wearing ski masks going into the away sector, and everybody was holding up flares, and then they were also shooting with signal guns. Some of that stuff just bounced back from the roof into the spectators, and that was not the hardcore fans, but the family blocks. And I mean, that's just, you can't do that.
This was an area where childs were being, and it was a family area, and that's a no-go.
I think that's just ridiculous. I mean, what is it good for?
On match day we have 3,000 policemen and 1,000 security people of the club, and that means a lot. That means everything.
I mean, if you've been to there and you've been spat at, you've been thrown bottles at, and you know you've been kicked or beaten, you take that with you. I mean, it sticks to you.
And so Derby Day has come to the Ruhr Valley, and like all derbies, it is a media blitz. But to be honest, you get the sense this isn't one of the glam international ones. This is a derby for the people of Gelsenkirchen and Dortmund, so it's rough, it's raw, but it is proper intense. Signal Iduna Park is just over that bridge, so let's head over there and see what a derby does to the Ruhr Valley. So about 2 hours before kickoff, the Schalke fans have arrived in Dortmund. They're being walked along a sea of police cars. There's actually no way the fans can get to each other until the end. They're being escorted behind a row of police fans, but that's not stopping the fans from clashing. You can hear it. Listen to that. Schalke just turned up. They told us this derby was intense, but now we've just seen how much. It is bustling. They are absolutely going at it between each other. You don't know where to look. There's Dortmund fans, there's Schalke fans, there's smoke bombs going off. The cops not letting anyone beside each other. I might just keep my distance for a while. Check this out. I got shivers. This is what derbies are all about. Look, they told us this derby creates feelings that are more than hate. I guess we should have listened because no one wanted to talk. But hey, Signal Iduna is pumping. There's 80,000 in there, including the Sud Tribune. I got my ticket, I'm heading in, and I'm going to experience Germany's finest derby. So that's another derby down, but that wasn't just another derby, and the scoreline, well, I didn't even watch it because the real story was the fans, the people in those stands. Let's start with the Schalke fans. There were 7,000 of them, 2 tiers, and they did not stop. But they were up against the Borussia fans, the Sud Tribune. Standing there with 25,000 people bouncing at once was something else. You know, it's funny, all week Dortmund and Schalke have been telling me that the reason that their clubs mean so much to them is because there's not really much else in their city. Well, I think if you put something like that in New York, Rome or Paris, it'd be just as good. The Revier Derby, it's a credit. It's a credit to what football, when realizing that it's all about the community, it's all about their people, can do. Next up, it's the Istanbul Derby. That's right, Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, and we're amongst all of it. If you want to check it out, or the Dortmund Derby, or any of our trips around Europe, you know what you got to do. Subscribe to Copper 90, where the game and all its derbies never stops.